Hey! Hey, what's up? Welcome to my channel. I'm Jadrian and I'm gonna be getting ready today while I chat. I'm gonna start by putting on some moisturizer, and I like this stuff because it doesn't break me out. I haven't posted in a minute because there have been many things happening. I just graduated college, and of course we didn't have a real ceremony, but we will have one in October, which is actually kind of, well, hopefully we'll have one in October. That's kind of fun for me because it'll be a few days before my 24th birthday. So it'll be kind of a fun little week for me. Up next, I have my last class, which is sign language, starting in like a week and a half or something like that. And you're allowed to graduate. Like, I'm allowed to be called graduated right now if I'm just taking like summer classes, because they don't really have like a huge summer graduating ceremony. And I just used the Ultra Repair Intense Hydration from First Aid Beauty under my eyes and on my neck, because those start to age faster and I want to keep them nice and moisturized. I'm not gonna be doing my hair because I lost my heat protectant somewhere and I have to get a new one, and I already did my hair twice without it for grad pictures, and my hair, I already want to cut it off, so I don't want to keep ruining it. I didn't feel like paying someone and meeting up with someone during this time, so I just got Griffin to take them on my iPhone and edited them through Visco, and those were my grad pics, and I thought they turned out really good for the circumstance. It was actually really funny because I graduated from the University of Georgia. You get a picture with the chapel bell, like ringing the bell, pulling the robe down, and like one by the fountain, and one at the stadium, and at the arch. Well, I got the arch and I got the stadium kind of, but they were like doing so much construction already on the field because they're getting ready for hopefully football season. But like, it wasn't just compared to like other people's backgrounds, it wasn't a clean background because there were literal tractors mowing the grass, and they had a congrats grad sign on the big board. And then it was there the first day I took pictures, but it was so windy, so we came back the next day. Like, it was unnecessarily windy, so we came back and the sign was gone. And the chapel bell, the rope was gone for like social distancing and not touching things, which was comical. And the fountain hasn't been on in like weeks, so didn't even expect that one. But it's just funny how like we don't get a graduation and then all the things are like not even there to take pictures with. But I still like the pictures I got. I thought they turned out really nicely. And since I am graduated, typically that calls for the question of like, do you have anything lined up? What are you gonna be doing? But frankly, we are facing high unemployment. I mean, no, there's nothing going on for me yet, but I obviously would love to find something, but it's just businesses are closing. I mean, it's just a really bad time to be looking for a job, but that's okay. I'm lucky enough to have parents who understand and aren't making me feel bad and are working with me, and that's all you can ask for and be grateful for right now. I was worried because I will be moving into a new unit with Griffin in 2 months, like August, but like, I mean, that's the reality of life right now, is I don't have an income, and so very thankful for that. And yeah, it's really lovely that my parents will help me out. This is the tinted moisturizer. I don't use foundation because I just don't know. Like, I've never found one that looked good on me, and I just don't wear it. I wear this, I don't know, tinted moisturizer because it's lighter, it doesn't make me break out. I have very sensitive skin, and so I use the Organic Wear light to neutral physician's formula. I said all those details out of order, but you get the gist. And I don't put this everywhere because it is way too dark for me with my pale or like less tan skin than I would have in like the summertime, being out in the sun a lot. So I only put it on like the red spots or discoloration in order to even that out a bit. I have not been eating well the past little bit of time, and I definitely have not been working out, so my skin's freaking out on me a bit. I have been indulging in the vino a little bit, maybe too much lately, which is not helping my skin either. And right after that, I go in with the Maybelline Cover Stick in a very light fair shade. And I use this on my nose because it does finish in a very matte way that looks good on like my nose, something that protrudes from my face more than my like chin or something. And it doesn't make my nose all shiny, but as far as the rest of my face goes, I don't want like a matte finish on like my pimples or anything, which I don't typically get on my nose, but if I do, I would use this too. But I put the Maybelline Fit Me, and once again fair, because I don't know, I'm like, okay, fair, in order to conceal like my under eyes, things that I want with want to have more of a dewy look to them and not a matte one. And also this this CoverGirl one does have flashback to it, which is another reason I don't want it all over my face. But I'll just put this. But if you like get flashback from your nose, you don't really, I don't know. I've never had a problem with it on my nose, just on the rest of my face. Don't know. But I'm just putting this, I was about to say sparingly, but it doesn't really look like I'm doing it sparingly, just wherever I need it, wherever I want it. I can always fix it in post. But I'm not breaking out terribly, but there are spots. There are spots on my face that I do not want there, so I want to start eating healthy and working out again, because I mean, when we went into quarantine, it was my spring break, so I went in with like the mindset of just like, woo, right? And then that lasted a minute because the gym's closed and like we had no real responsibility for a minute, so to say, and so just went after it for a little bit, and then that became a bad habit. And now I'm getting after that exercise once again. And that's good eating, because let me tell you, quarantine not only gives you some shaky mental health, but eating trash and not taking care of your body also gives you some shaky mental health. So one of those you can control. So I'm gonna start controlling it again, and that would be my exercising and dieting. Not dieting, but like my diet that I'm eating. Getting off that McDonald's train for a while because I wish I didn't get on it. Whatever, I mean, live your life, but I've been living it up, and now I need to take it down a notch. And for finishing powder, NYX Professional Makeup Mineral Matte Finishing Powder in, once again, the lightest shade you can get in there. And I'm just gonna go in with this small, I don't even know, Real Techniques brush. If you're wondering how I do my eyebrows, which I know you are all dying to know, this is how. I take 2 wet fingers, that's what he said, in a comb like this, and I wet the brow like this. This comb is slightly wet from the faucet, and I literally just brush it out like this. So something like that will suffice. Yeah. I start with my Mario Badescu, and this just gets a glow going while it's sitting on my face. Whoa. I go in with my Urban Decay All Nighter spray. And then I pray that it doesn't get my eye. I go in with my Maybelline Rocket Volume Express mascara in Very Black. Help out a bit, and I'm not going crazy, just literally for the purpose of this video, just putting some on to like mentally complete the look, you know. But I'm gonna go eat breakfast, and thank you so much for watching, and I really appreciate each and every one of you. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you so soon. Thank you, and I'll see you very soon. Thank you.